warm. Bit of an update on paint situation I thought I'd give you this morning. I'm just waiting on the paint arriving, so that's why it came into my head. So the kitchen is pretty much done. Swing you around. So chuffed. It's like the perfect warm colour. It's just really warmed it up. So yes, this was Faro and Ball blue grey on the cupboards. And then this is Coat Rooted on the walls. Really love it. I was debating what to do with the skirtings. And I'd kind of wondered about making them this same brown. I'm still, the jury's still out. I think it might be a wee bit much because you'd have to then like obviously bring it right round, probably do the door. And then I feel like if you had this nice rooted colour, then the brown door and then the green, it might just be a bit much from this angle, which is what you get when you walk in our back door. That's what you're seeing. So jury's still out. I really love it on the walls. I love it everywhere. The only thing behind the kitchen cooker and stuff on the panel, and just where the light hits, it's quite light, and I'm wondering about doing behind there with that brown, the darker brown as well. So I'm gonna live with it for a few days and see. Might be out the paintbrush again myself and do those wee bits. But yes, let me know in the comments what you think about skirting boards to go brown or keep them just kind of what they are, a nice off-white kind of cream. Good morning, it's Sunday. I'm like out of jumper and oh, where's the camera? I'm out of jumper and leggings for a day. I think probably for the first time all week. But I thought I'd show you very quickly where we're at with painting. So the living room, you can see behind me, we're in the prep stages. We've got a few coats of Smith and the Devil on, which I love. I'm so glad I waited to get that red. I didn't go with kind of another one I'd looked at. It's perfect in an northeast sort of colder light. I really found it hard to get one that was like that real deep red, like library old book kind of red, if that makes any sense. So I'm really glad. I'll show you. So obviously the walls are all just prepped. We've got nothing on the walls yet. And this is it here just beside the window. Ignore the mess, but yeah. Really excited. It's turned out really well. So the woodwork all needs another coat and then the walls need done. And then we're nearly finished. Upstairs, there was a wee bit of a muddle up. We'd got 2 tins for upstairs and I hadn't opened both of them. I just opened the big tin. I was like, oh no, I opened the small tin and thought, yeah, that's lovely. That's exactly what I was ordering. And the painter fired on the big tin, and when I went up and looked, I was like, oh, that's darker than I thought it was going to be. But I really liked the colour, so I thought nothing of it. I was like, wow, yeah, that's cool. Didn't think it was going to look like that at all, but I don't know why. I should have been like, that is not the colour I ordered, but I didn't. And then he obviously needed the second tin to finish the job off, and when he opened it, it was very much not the same colour. So we don't have enough of whatever that green is up there from Co-Paints. I don't think it actually even is one of the colours. I think it must have mixed wrong. To save hassle, and because I've got an extra tin of another colour, I'm going to put it up there. So I think we're doing upstairs in big hoops, which I've always loved anyway. And it was one of my colours I nearly picked for upstairs, so it's all worked out well in the end. But my sweet pea seeds that I very high and mightily said about if you put them in water, make sure you plant them the next day. Well, sure, I didn't get them planted, so I just took them out of the water. I don't know if that was the best idea, but I took them out of the water and I'm going to buzz up to the polytunnel now very quickly and just bash them in some compost, and if they do, they do, and if they don't, they don't. We'll see. And then yeah, I'm going to rush because I don't even have a watch on. That's why I'm always late. Right, tunnel, seeds. We've got 4 or 5 minutes and then I'll officially be late for prescript practice. So let's go plant these really quick if anyone's watching from prescript. This is not normally why I'm late. so nice to be like springtime vibes, proper like sunshine and warm and lovely. Right, compost and something to put these in. Let's go quick. This is an upcoming project. I have a plan. It's not just a random lampshade. Well, it is just a random lampshade in the polytunnel, but there is a plan for the madness. Right, let's go. We'll just fire them in something. So lots of people put their sweet peas. Lots of people put their sweet peas in little individual, you know, like cell trays. I tend to avoid them because if I miss a few days watering, they get too dry. Whereas if I put them in something like this, like a tray or a tub or a pot, they tend to hold the water a wee bit better and don't dry out just as quick. So better chance of survival. Let's just stick the pack in here. So these are the little short dwarf ones, the bijou mix. Now, I don't know if they'll do at all. Where's my zipper? I might plant them. Wonder, should I plant two? Gotta get maybe two, you know. So I'm just planting these in, and then I'll separate them, you know, whenever they've started to come up a wee bit. Same way you would in a cell tray. Just also, those cell trays are forever breaking. And they're very brittle and going to bits, so these are pots that people have left off at the polytunnel. People kind of red out and leave me stuff, which works very well. So let's do 2 pots of these. Some of these have 2 seeds in. This is 3 other, but this is reality. I'm all about gardening, like, you know, in a real way. Like, sometimes you just get 5 minutes to throw a lot of seeds in. And if they survive, they survive. And if they don't, they don't. And there's nothing very professional or fancy about it. It's just hoof them in. Sure, that's real life. Right, this pot will do. I'm also really trying hard not to get absolutely bogging. Right, we've only got a few left, so we'll fire 2 in, and then the stronger one can survive, because I'm not sure if these are going to do at all. Right. No, so that's those ones. These are the kind of tall climbing spread everywhere type, so let's get another tub for them. Oh, it's on this part, like, got to keep that as doors. Oh, I know, it's on the door. Wait, well, anyway. Now they have opened, so the idea of putting the seeds in water is so that they open, so you might be able to focus this. You can see the wee split in the shell and the green. That's the idea of putting them on the water. It's to like soften the shell a little bit. So hopefully they still survive, but time will tell. Okay, speaking of time, we are severely running out, so I'm just gonna, there we go. Right, quick water. Ooh. Take our teacup some rubber water. I'll wash the hands. Telling you. We'll let the water run off the table. Oh, show you my I pruned these hydrangeas a couple of weeks ago and they are absolutely bursting into life. Fabulous. So there we go. 4 minutes, very thriller gardening. Let's check time. Yep, we're late. Run! See you again!